Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. We've got a bomber bottle here. This is a 22-ounce bottle. A lot of people call them bombers. Of Foothills Brewing Company out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This is what they call their seeing double IPA. It's got two women here seeing each other with a glass of beer in the front. This bottle only costs $8 at the local store, which I think is a total steal. Foothills Brewing Company does a limited release bomber bottle called Sexual Chocolate that most people are very familiar with. It's very hard to find. People will stand in line at the brewery entrance all night long and camp out to buy like 2 of these things, and you can find it on tap in a few places. But anyway, we're going to talk about Seeing Double IPA. So what this is a double IPA. The IBUs are 126. Anything over 100 is usually pretty potent. Alcohol content is 9.5%. They call it a high gravity beer with a high level of bitterness, obviously. Well balanced with just enough malt character to craft a highly drinkable double IPA. Expect a full body with a hint of citrus. I've never had it before. I've heard about it, and especially beer store that I buy my beers at said you need to try this. Their caps, if you can see that on the camera, are always this kind of F with this, almost looks like a feather coming out of the top of it. So, yeah, it smells hoppy, but nothing crazy over the top. Now, I will tell you, I looked at this glass, the bottle, not the glass. Kind of caught my eye. There was a lot of residue under here, so I would not recommend pouring in the whole thing. A lot of bombers are that way. This is not unique to this beer, but a lot of the bombers are definitely that way. So, this looks just like an IPA should, especially a double IPA. It has kind of a darker caramel color. It's fairly hazy. It's got quite a bit of carbonation coming out of the top, but not a lot of head. It definitely laces the glass like crazy, as it should, at almost 10%. I mean, it's just got stickiness all over the glass. The aroma's not really what I would expect from an double IPA. Definitely smells some hops, and it definitely has a sweet citrus smell to it. It's really carbonated. I mean, it's extremely carbonated. I can still see bubbles just streaming out of the bottom, which makes its taste not as powerful as I would have expected for a double IPA. Most double IPAs are real sticky and thick, and they kind of make your jaw curl up, and they really have that kind of bite to them, and you can definitely tell they have high alcohol content, a whole lot of hops. This does not taste like 126 IBUs. It's good, but it's not nearly as good as I had anticipated. And what I mean by that is, this is a little disappointing, actually. I just expected a more pronounced hoppy flavor, a little bit more kick to it in terms of what I call the pow factor, the wow factor on the hop side. It definitely has a citrus note to it, but it's kind of bland in a lot of ways. It's not nearly as citrusy as I would have expected. It's easy to drink. It kind of goes down pretty easy. It's really, really, really carbonated. I mean, you can see the head is still pretty thick and hanging around. It might actually be good if you let it kind of breathe for a while and kind of hang out and chill out for a little bit. Pretty disappointing, actually. Their Hopium is a really good IPA. It's really, really good. I really enjoy it, but I wouldn't buy this again. Sorry. It's just okay. It's nothing spectacular, and it's nothing like a double IPA that I would expect. I'd give it about a 2. I wouldn't buy it again. It's not awful. I've had much worse. It's just not at all got that thing for me to get excited about and want to buy again. And it's really carbonated. I mean, even when I pour it, tip the glass to the side, more bubbles come up. It's almost like it's a misbrew. I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, no. Sorry. I like Foothills Brewing Company. I think they do some great beers. This particular bottle and this particular one is not one of them for me right now. So I probably wouldn't buy it again. But, a bomber for $8 is really inexpensive. So you can consider that as well. And if you've tried it, if anybody's had this where they don't have this massive carbonation, and I mean it just keeps going and going and going. Let me know. Leave some comments on our YouTube channel and our website. We appreciate you watching. You can follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. And as always,